Hey guys, Slimber here, and today we're doing another goddamn video on PragerU, because, I don't know, maybe I'm fucking out of ideas? I don't know. But this one's on Candace Owens, and it's something to do with, what was it? Why the Left Loves Racism, or something like that it's called. Now, here's an update on Candace Owens here. She has directly said she proudly self-identifies as an Uncle Tom. I'm sure most of you know what that is, but if you don't, you can go ahead and Google it. Let's get right into this, shall we?
A good rule of thumb is if you are not a person of color and millions of people of color across this country is saying a thing or a person is racist, it's really not your place to say that it isn't.
You've heard about the black card, right? No, not the one from Visa or American Express. This one is much more valuable.
Candace, last I checked, money is a lot more valuable than being able to say what's racist and being able to say the N-word, Candace. Money is a lot more valuable than that, buddy.
There are entire organizations that have been built upon it, and individuals that have used it to acquire both wealth and influence. If this sounds like something you might wish to own, you should know that there is only one way you can get your hands on it. You have to be born with black skin.
Oh, you fucking racist? You fucking racist, dude? I should be able to have the black card. You're fucking racist, Candace Owens.
That's the only requirement. Really. You can be poor, middle class, rich, it doesn't matter. The black card will still confer upon you an entire history of oppression, even if you've never been oppressed. Flash the black card and most white people will cower. Play the black card expertly and you can win awards, make millions, all the while claiming that the people who got you there somehow hate you.
Well, shit, why didn't they just use it when they were slaves? You could've... They wouldn't even been brought in here! They could've just been in Africa and just whipped that shit out like, you can't take me nowhere, honky.
With a black card, you can sell books full of indecipherable prose, because with a card that powerful, who cares if your words make any sense?
Wait, people still buy books in 2019? What the fuck, dude? Stop reading books.
You can call yourself a civil rights leader and shake down multinational corporations, or you can torch your own neighborhood because you didn't like the outcome of a grand jury verdict. Ironically, the people you might think have the most legitimate claim to the black card refuse to use it. Take my grandfather, for instance.
Is it racist to say I think her grandfather might be like Ben Carson? I'm sorry, please don't cancel me.
He raised me from the time I was 9 years old. Born in 1941 in rural North Carolina, he started working at age 5, laying out tobacco to dry on a sharecropping farm. Jim Crow, separate drinking fountains, and the KKK were ever-present realities. He was 17 when he married my grandmother. He made a living cleaning homes and office buildings until he saved up enough money to open his own cleaning business. The thing is, he never played any card. Nor did my grandmother. If they had problems, they didn't blame anybody. They just fixed them.
Yeah, but that's not always fucking, like, the case. Like, let's say you drop your phone and you say, oh, goddamn white people did it. Like, okay, that's pretty fucking ridiculous. But let's say at this time, what was it, the 60s, 50s, when black people were trying to buy housings before the Equal Housing Act, I think it was, which basically was like, hey, dude, you can't sit there and only sell to white people and not sell to black people. You know, when black people were trying to buy housing and they were discriminated against, that's something you could blame motherfuckers for, because that's not your fault, and that is somebody else's fault.
And they raised me to do the same. Chores were a requirement in their household. So was reading the Bible every morning before school. I didn't like the Bible readings, and I hated the chores, but I realize now that these small acts of discipline, although sometimes stifling, had a strong, positive impact on my character.
I don't know about positive. I mean, you used to work for Charlie Kirk, who's dumb as shit, and you self-describe yourself as a proud Uncle Tom. I don't know if that's a positive thing for your character.
I was a first-generation college student. This was supposed to be the ticket to prosperity, but it wasn't. I left college with a mountain of debt and no practical skills.
What is this relevant to? This is an issue for white people too. This is an issue for pretty much any American who's not fucking ultra rich.
I had just $80 in my bank account and very few prospects. I could have given up. I could have dug deep into my history and declared myself a natural product of ancestral oppression.
Then I self-described myself as an Uncle Tom and joined Turning Point USA. Candace Owens story.
I could have played the black card and absolved myself of all responsibility for my own stupid decisions. Except I didn't. Because it would have destroyed my grandfather's legacy. I am proud that he had the fortitude to turn nothing into something, and I have no intention of reversing that something back into a nothing.
But honestly, guys, that's it for the video. It's getting kind of loud in this house, and I don't know, I'm kind of bored of this video, so leave a dislike, leave a comment telling me I'm a piece of shit, and yeah, Slimber out.